Howdy, how y'all are? We are back for another segment. The suspect and her fiance had a fight yesterday, and she goes to stay with a friend at night whom she had relations with in the past. When she comes back home, another fight breaks out immediately, and the suspect's phone goes out the window. She uses a neighbor's phone to call the cops. If you like what you're watching, we'd be mighty grateful to you if you can subscribe to our channel.
I don't really know what to do because this doesn't even turn on anymore. It's completely bent. The case was off of it. I tried to put the case back on. It's completely bent. He threw it on top of someone's car. I don't know what kind of damage that did. He said he didn't give a fuck.
Which one is yours?
It's actually that one right there, the top left one.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then he threw it out the window?
Yeah, he threw it out the window.
Okay.
He physically took my jacket from me and said, "You're going to see how I think about that." And he took my stuff and threw it out the window. Because I went over to a friend's house because yesterday we were having an altercation, just an argument. It was anything physical. I just needed to get out. I was being the bigger person. I left. And then, I mean, I'd show you all the messages he sent me. He said he hoped I died, you know, that I was a lying, whore, cheating slut.
I have a baby up here, so I can't come down and talk to you.
I'm
That's fine.
sure.
I'll be up there in a second.
Uh,
Which one? You want to stay here or do you want me to go up?
Well, so I'm gonna just let you guys know he's kind of difficult. He doesn't let anyone into the place. I'm not lying to you about it. He doesn't even let caseworkers in the house.
So when did all this take place?
So this,
Wait a cotton-picking minute. Did he just say he has a baby in the house, and did she just say he doesn't even let the caseworker into their apartment? If these allegations and information are true, these young parents have a whole lot of come-to-Jesus meetings ahead of them.
particularly happened like not even like 20 minutes ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
When he threw all your stuff out the third floor window?
He threw this out the window. He told me that he threw all my shit, my $1,200 gaming laptop, my $400 VR headset, my $100 headphones, all in the trash. I went through the trash. I didn't see them. That's what I was just doing before you guys got here. I was looking in the trash for them. And then he pops his head out the window and tells me that I was just hiding it under the bed. And then, you know, now I have a not working phone.
What
And
did the argument start off as? Just because you went off to a friend's house yesterday?
yes.
Okay.
I walked back in. He was feeding our daughter, and he was like, "You're gonna see what I think about this." And then I took my jacket off. He went over and grabbed my jacket, took my phone out. He's like, "You're gonna see what I think about your phone." And then I try to stop him. Obviously, I don't want my stuff getting destroyed. So I tried to grab him. I kind of put him in like a slight chokehold, I guess. I mean, it's like, I was like this. It wasn't like this. So I wasn't like constricting his breathing really. He fell into the gate. He fell into the TV. He said he was bleeding in 3 places, but I didn't punch him. I only chokehold him. I put him on the ground, and that was it.
The one thing I will say is I think it is interesting she is so upset about her fiancé throwing out her doohickey electronics, but has not said one word about being concerned for the welfare of her baby girl during all that debacle.
And there was another point where I was over by the window right there, and I was laying down like this, and he pulled me up off the ground, and he threw me back on the ground.
Okay. Did that happen before or after you put him in a minor chokehold?
After.
Okay.
I mean, I'm a little worried about myself because he's like, "Oh, you're going to jail. You're going to jail." Like, he's been screaming it out the window for like 10 minutes. And the thing is like,
We'll go out there and talk to him because we got to get everybody's.
no, I understand you gotta get both sides of the story.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that that's not your job to do. I'm just letting you know how I feel about the particular situation and how I try to handle it to the best of my ability because he's twice the size of me.
Right.
I mean, he's like almost 6 foot tall, and I'm a 5'1", like 100-pound person.
Gotcha.
So I apologize for whatever I did to him. I don't ever want to hurt anyone. But when someone physically takes something from me that's my property that I paid for, I don't understand what kind of business he thinks he's in. You know, you don't just take someone's property and then break it.
You guys married?
We're not married. No, we're fiancé. We were planning on getting married, and we call ourselves husband and wife.
Okay, but
we're not married. No.
Okay.
Well, these two not getting married yet might be the smartest thing they have done lately. I'm no judge, but I second that motion.
Okay.
Oh, of course, Dad. Oh, that's right down here.
All right.
You guys need to let in?
No, we have keys. Thank you.
Yeah, no worries.
Sorry for keeping you out here so long. So, run down what happened one more time.
Yeah, absolutely. So I got back not even probably 40 minutes ago. You guys have only been here for like 10 minutes.
Okay.
So I got back like 40 minutes ago from my friend's house. I walked inside. I had a water bottle. I grabbed the mail while I was going up, put the mail down. I put my coat on the edge of the couch right here. You saw the couch. It's the furthest end of the couch by the baby chair.
Okay.
He picked up my coat, walked over by the bedroom door. I went to go grab it from him because he was talking about destroying my phone. And he turned his back to me like this so I couldn't grab my stuff. And then he proceeded to try to walk over to the window. I stopped him by trying to put a chokehold around him because he was going like this with my phone. He's literally trying to break it in half.
Okay.
And then what happened after that is that he got up off the ground because I tried to kick it out of his hand because we were like quarreling on the ground. And I tried to kick it out of his hand. It obviously wasn't successful because he just got up and tossed my phone out the window.
Okay. Then he tossed it out, and then what happened?
Yeah, okay, so after that, my memory is shit. I've been smoking pot since I was like 14, so I'm sorry. He threw my phone out the window. I got really angry, pretty pissed off. I went over to him, and he had like the baby food bowl in his hand, because he went back to sit down, thinking it was all fine. And I went like this out of his hand.
Yeah.
And then he got up, and then he proceeded to go like this at me, like to intimidate me, and I slapped him across the face.
Just one time?
Just one time.
Is that everything that happened?
Absolutely.
So then you slapped him across the face, and then did you stay in the apartment? Did you walk out?
No, I left. I went to go grab my phone. I told him, I was like, I don't understand. You just caused damage to both my property and someone else's property. He's like, I don't give a fuck. So, I don't really understand.
So, just to be clear, who made physical contact with who first?
I'm going to think real hard on this one because I don't want to give you a wrong answer. I think it was him. Yeah.
He made physical contact with you first? How did he do so?
Honestly, I think he pushed me. Yeah.
Okay, he pushed you?
Yeah.
Was that before or after he grabbed your phone?
It was after.
After he grabbed your phone?
Yeah, he grabbed my phone and then he turned away and I went to go grab it from him and he went like this. So,
Are you guys...
Is her story changing a bit, or am I just as confused as a three-headed armadillo?
on the same cell phone plan, family-ish,
I mean, we don't even have a phone in service. This is the only phone that I was using a text-free number on.
Do you guys both pay for the service or whatever?
I pay for everything. He doesn't have a job. He refuses to get one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you do me a favor, just show me your hands?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna take a quick picture of what's there and what's not.
Yeah. When we were quarreling, my face hit the ground, so my chin hurts a little bit, but I don't think there's any bruising.
I will get a full picture of you.
Sounds good.
Let me see your hands.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now let me see the tops of them. Let me see your chin. Okay. So if you only hit them once, can you explain why there's a whole bunch of marks like on the right side of his face, the left side of his face is red.
The only thing, like I said, is he fell into the TV and into the gate. So there's a TV sitting on that glass table there, and there's a baby gate like in the middle of the floor there. We were quarreling right there. So when I brought him down, he fell into it. So that's the only thing I can honestly think of. 'Cause I didn't punch him. The only thing I did was choke him like this and slap him. So I don't know what he means by he's bleeding. Like,
Well, he's not. It's not that he's saying he's bleeding. So.
well, I mean, he told me like 20 minutes ago out the window that he said he was bleeding in 3 places.
So. When you got in, okay.
Yeah.
What was he doing when he got in?
When I got into the house, he was feeding our daughter.
Okay.
Yes.
So when he was feeding your daughter,
Mm-hmm.
and you took the coat off,
Yes.
okay, did you go and talk to him first?
No,
Or
I went right to my daughter. I said, "Hi, I missed you. I really missed you." And he's like, "Sure you did."
okay.
Yeah.
And then after that, there was some type of argument?
After I said that to the baby, he immediately got up, grabbed my phone, and started being argumentative. He was talking about destroying my phone. He went over by the bedroom door, turned his back to me, pushed me, and then I put him in a chokehold in the center of the floor because I was trying to get my phone back because he's trying to break it in half with his hands. And then he got up and tossed it out the window.
Okay. So
Yeah.
the last question I got for you is in regards to the property that he said he threw out for you.
Yeah.
When did he tell you that he threw out the stuff?
Last night.
Okay. What
Yeah.
about this morning?
He told me it this morning too.
Okay.
He only told me that he hid it under the bed like 2 minutes before you got here.
Right. So after he told you that he threw out all your stuff, what'd you do?
I went and looked in the garbage.
I'm talking about
Oh,
upstairs.
I didn't do anything.
You didn't do anything at all?
No. I put my water bottle down, I put the letters in the mail down, and I went to say hi to the baby. Like, yeah.
I mean,
I don't know what to say. Like,
that's a whole other thing.
yeah, I'm not. No, I know. I'm just saying that some of the things that he says he does to skew for his own favor, unfortunately. And unfortunately, a lot of people do that because they're human beings and people want to have the favor in their favor. All right, but I actually didn't do anything except for slapping him and putting him in a chokehold to try to get my stuff back. That was it.
So here, I got a question for
Yeah.
you. So he takes your jacket and you got your cell phone in there, and he turns to walk back in the bedroom with his back to you.
Yeah.
How does he push you if he's not facing you?
So what happened was he went like this. I tried to grab my coat, and he turned around and went like this to push me away.
Okay, and
Yeah.
then what happened after that?
So after that, I couldn't get my coat from him or my phone. He pulled out my phone and proceeded to walk towards the window, talking about how I wasn't going to be happy with what he was going to do with it. And then he proceeded to try to break it right where the gate is, right in half. I put him down into a chokehold. I guess he fell into something because he said there were scratches on his face.
Yeah, there is.
So I think he ran into the TV, to be honest, or the gate. I mean, I saw him hit the TV. I saw him hit the gate. We were both on the floor. The gate was in a rectangle shape. By the time
Yeah,
we
it
were
still
done.
is.
Yeah. And so when we were in the center of the floor, and we're quarreling on the ground. I have my arm like this. It's not even a full chokehold because I can't really get my arm around his neck. I have him like this in a chokehold. We're kind of like this on the ground, and he's got his hands around my phone. He's breaking it like this. And I tried to kick it away from him so he wouldn't do that. And I only touched the phone. I didn't kick his hands. And he proceeded to get up, and he waltzed right over the window and threw it up. Right out the window.
Where did it end up?
Right about
I don't see any marks on
Here.
the knuckles.
he threw it.
I thought she said she hasn't had a good memory since she was 14. I guess she has what my grandpappy used to call selective memory.
I don't.
And it
I
bounced
mean,
off a car.
if you got punched that many times,
I wouldn't
it's
doubt
like
if
the
it
knuckles
damaged
would
and
be
dented
rather
that car.
Maybe.
Maybe, but it depends.
Like this is my only phone. I've had this for like 2 years now, and it's completely unusable. Unusable. I can't even. It doesn't even turn on. It's the whole entire, like, the screen's cracked. The whole entire back of the phone's falling off.
Okay.
All right, we got to talk for like 2 seconds, okay?
Yep.
Absolutely, yeah, no worries. It's a cold, chilly day today, huh?
It is. The sun helps a little bit.
A little bit.
So, again, I know we're like kind of putting you through the ringer on asking.
No,
what
no,
happened,
it's
right?
okay. I get it.
We're just
You want to make sure everything's aligned properly.
right. So, because that's the thing. Like, you know, when we first got here, you were making comments about how like he was telling you that he was throwing your stuff away, right?
Yeah.
Or that he threw your stuff away.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, like, I could show you the text messages, but they're
Well,
on
no,
his phone.
it's not even about the like we can go through the text
Sure,
messages,
sure.
but like it's so essentially it's trying to figure out what happened at what time. Right? So the only thing that we're trying to figure out is what happened, at what time, what happened.
All of this happened probably like 30, 40 minutes ago.
No, I mean like in
Oh.
order of like
Oh,
what you guys are
yeah.
both saying, right? So like
Yeah.
you got home, right? He told you that he threw out your stuff,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, in the dumpster.
And then like
And then I
so you
should've
didn't
go
get
grabbed it.
mad or angry or anything at him.
I mean, I was angry. I'm not gonna. The problem is we've gotten into arguments before,
Right. Mm-hmm.
And the thing is he tells me to shut the fuck up, and he treats me like a child.
Although not healthy, I am not sure emotional and verbal abuse is considered against the same laws, but I do know in the real world, chokeholds and slaps will put you in the pokey. The WWF Von Erich brothers let me know that back in the day.
okay.
He tells me what to do, and if he's not happy with it, he throws a fucking fit, which is what he did. He did this because I went over to a friend that I fucked out of high school when I wasn't even in a relationship with this guy yet. That's why he's mad.
Okay. But like so again though, so you got home.
Yeah.
He told you threw out your stuff.
Yeah.
Because you wondered where it was.
Yeah.
Right.
I couldn't find it.
You got ticked off. Right.
Yeah.
You just yelled at him. You didn't touch him or
I
anything
didn't
like that.
touch him. Oh, I didn't even say a word to him. He said that dumb shit to me. I went and looked around. I couldn't find it. And then and then the altercation occurred with the phone. I mean,
Okay.
I'm not trying to sound disrespectful to you. I'm a little angry because this is the first time he's ever broken anything of mine, but he's threatened to break things of mine before.
Right. I mean, and I
I
understand.
mean,
why
he
you
has
get-
thrown my phone out the window before,
Right. Okay.
but it hasn't broke. This time, he physically tried to snap it in half with his hands like this. That's why it's bent.
Gotcha.
Like, he told me that last night, I think at like 3:17 in the morning, he said to me that he was going to take the baby and him and go to his mom's house indefinitely, and I was never going to see the baby again. Like, I've never, ever once threatened him.
Yeah.
Ever. In my life. Ever threatened him. Because I'm a genuine, nice person. I like doing things for people. But it's kind of hard to be nice to someone who basically goes behind your back and is like, I'm going to destroy you and your being.
So, like, how long has this stuff been going on for?
He threw my phone out once. That's the only physical thing he's ever done. We've gotten to physical altercations twice. And it's probably been going on for a couple of months.
Okay.
They're mostly argumentative and just yelling. And I try not to because I don't want to yell in front of the baby because kids pick up on it.
Right.
Right?
Well, your baby seems like she's generally happy.
She's
So,
a pretty chill girl.
yeah.
I consider Willie Nelson pretty chill, but wouldn't describe my baby girl that way. Well, at least her mama finally mentioned something about being worried about her daughter's well-being more than just being worried about her doohickey phone.
Seems like it.
It's good. She doesn't really cry a lot, so that's kind of nice. So what do you think's going to happen with this situation?
Well, that's why the sergeant's here. We kind of have,
It's a he said, she said kind of thing.
well, yeah, we're trying to just get we're trying to get everything kind of all squared away before we make any decisions. But, you know, obviously if you won't, once the decision comes to, we're not just going to be like, you know, not explain things.
No, yeah, I
stuff
get it.
like that. It's just in these circumstances, we kind of got to be very delicate with what we do and how we do it. And
Absolutely, yeah. 100% agree. The only way to do your job properly and to do it right, you know?
All right. So at this point,
Yeah.
I do have to place you under arrest for domestic battery. Okay, so can you do me a favor and stand
Yeah,
up, turn
I'm
around,
just
and
a
put your
little
hands?
confused.
Yeah, no problem.
so
I'll
like I
talk to you
said,
about it
we're
in
gonna
just a second.
explain everything to you.
Yeah,
Like I said,
no.
we're not gonna do anything and not explain why it's happening.
Because I didn't cause any physical injury to him, so I'm just a little concerned.
Like I said, we'll discuss everything on what both you guys said. Okay.
No, I
We're not
gotcha.
just, yeah, we're not just gonna keep you in the dark on it. We're gonna
No,
go
I'm
over what-
completely 100% obligated to agree and try to be as compliant as possible.
which we appreciate.
All right.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right, so we're just gonna walk this way. Okay?
Yeah, yeah, no worries.
All right, go ahead and watch your step. Just 1 foot up at a time. I'll make sure you don't fall backwards. All right?
Thank you. You know, they used to say these aren't comfy, but these seats are pretty nice.
Yeah, you got the.
No,
sit
the nice one.
Let me just
With all of her smiling, general jovial behavior and comfy car seat compliment, it sure seems like this isn't her first rodeo.
get a bag to put her stuff in.
And there's always one more question. Having these rights in mind, do you wish to talk to us now? I ask that in case you want to say anything. If I ask you any questions,
I mean, I don't think I did anything wrong. So
Do you understand your rights, though, and
I
everything?
got
Okay. Yeah, we're not going to have an interview here. We're going to go back to the
Absolutely.
station,
Yeah.
and we'll explain everything to
When
you.
we get there, I'm not trying to be picky, but I explained this to the other officer. I have
sure.
a fainting condition, and I need
Okay.
to drink water. So when we
Yeah, we'll get you water. Yeah, sure,
Thank
definitely.
you.
We'll make sure. And if you have any medical conditions and you
It's-
feel like you need a medic, we'll get your medics and everything. But yeah, we'll get you water as soon as we get back.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you. Yeah. Domestic violence form. We get some heat in here for you, all right?
So am I getting arrested because he had marks on him?
So, give me 1 minute, all right?
Sure.
All four. I'll be route back into the PD with my female 95, starting mileage of 58778, and Paul 32 will be following. So, if I would rather explain it to you back at the PD when we can sit down and discuss it,
Yeah, absolutely.
but if you like, I can give you a kind of a basic explanation. I did read you your rights, and you have the right to remain silent and all
Yeah,
that.
absolutely. Yeah.
But basically, through our investigation, we feel that you are the actual aggressor of this due to what statements you provided us here on scene, along with your fiance.
Okay.
Both stories or statements that both of you guys have said with the marks that he has, it looks as if
I was the aggressor. I gotcha. I'm just, I guess I'm a little surprised because he lies all the time.
I'm sorry?
I'm a little surprised because he lies all the time.
Well, I've never met either of you two. Which
No, I understand that, but I've seen him lie directly to other people's faces.
So,
Especially our caseworker.
that being said, I could explain it to you more back at the PD.
Yeah,
but
sure.
the police department, will be the one that is signing up to the domestic battery.
Okay.
He does not want that.
So why am I being arrested then?
Because of the signs of battery that he has on his face, and from the stories that both you and when it comes to domestic battery, if there's signs of an actual battery, we can determine who the primary aggressor is if the victim, which would be your husband, or I'm sorry, fiance in this matter, if he does not want to sign, the police have to sign on his behalf.
Okay.
So, and we can't make him show up to court and everything else, but there has to be an arrest made if we can determine who the primary aggressor is.
I mean, all right. I just don't understand because he's the one that started it.
Even though the fiancé didn't want her to be arrested, due to the statements from both sides and the scratches and marks on the fiancé, cops arrest the suspect and charge her with domestic battery and assault. The judge immediately ordered no contact with the victim and asked her to stay away from their house. At this point, a public defender was assigned to the suspect, and she pleaded not guilty. The incident goes to trial, and it takes about a month for the case to be nolle pros due to no complaining witness. I reckon I should be moseying on down the road. Y'all come back now, yeah?